Hey guys, as I was explaining in the video before, I was explaining the theory of the topic. We are going to do past and perfect verb tenses. Now, as we said before, these past and perfect verb tenses um, are tenses of things that have happened before or that had happened before an action. And we were saying that we are going to use for the present. Sorry, the marker doesn't show. Better. For the present perfect tense, two auxiliaries. We are going to use have and has. And as we have said before, have is going to be used for the following nouns: I, you, we, and they. And has is going to be used for she, he, and it. Part of the homework that I assigned you was for you to make sentences with the chart that it's on section C of page 99. But something that we have to remember is what is the meaning of have and has in Spanish. Does someone remember? Okay, so if you remember, this means a, an, hemos. As you can remember, this means that someone have done something and the meaning on the action changes a little. On the verb, it changes a little. So for an example, if I say I have done, you would be saying yo he hecho. If you're saying I have, no, you have seen the rain, tú has, que no está incluido aquí, because we don't usually do has in Spanish. We don't say tú has hecho, because tú is not something that is common in Spanish. We say usted or you say vos. Usted ha, él ha, nosotros hemos, ellos han. That's something that you have done with Miss Amanda. And for the case of the third quarter, for the she, he, it, él ha, ella ha, el perro, el gato, Fluffy, el ratón, ha. So I need you to remember the meaning of this. So when you're making the sentences, you don't take have and has as an action, because this is not meaning for you to write I have an apple, because you're saying yo tengo una manzana. I'm trying to make you say I have eaten an apple, yo he comido. We're not talking about something that you have. This is not about property in your hand. This is about something that you have done in the past. So the homework that I assigned you, have this and also have the past tense of this. So the past tense of this is, does someone remember? The past tense of have and has would be exactly had. Had would be the past tense of both. And as you can see in this area, if we wrote the present of them, what would be the past? Había, habían, habíamos, yo había comido una manzana. Tú habías nadado en el mar. Nosotros habíamos ido a la playa. Ellos habían estado jugando. Ella había ido al cine. Él había estado saltando. El perro había comido croquetas. So as you can see, sorry, car passing. So as you can see, all the things that are written And these things are things that have had happened in the past, and they have a different use for have, has, and had. So in the sentences, I don't want to see I have an apple because that's not what I want. I'm going to write, this should be written in your notebook because your notebook is going to have some points for your cumulatives. So I want to see this, and I'm going to rewrite the formula that we have done. The formula including have, has, or had. So you have to remember when to use have for the first person, when to use has for the third person, when to use had for the past in all of the nouns. I had, you had, we had, they had, she had, he had, it had. Had includes all of them. Okay? So if you need to stop this and go back to understand it better, you can. But remember, I can explain the same to you 100 million times. And if you don't practice it, then you will not understand it. So please don't fill my DM with I don't understand. You have to practice and practice and practice and listen to the video again and listen to the video again until you understand it. Now I'm gonna write the formula so we can know how to write it. The first thing that we will write in the formula will be your noun. As always, we start with our nouns, okay? Your nouns will be I, you, we, they, she, he, and it. These will be your nouns. Plus your auxiliary. In this case, your auxiliary will be have, has, and had. Plus your verb in perfect. In perfect tense. So as you can remember, the present tense of a verb is something, the past tense of a verb is something, and the perfect tense is something completely different. And if you struggle knowing or remembering all of them, you can Google them. Plus your complement. Sorry. Okay, so let's make an example. And we're going to make examples with the first word of the homework that I have assigned you, with the word explored. So we are going to start with number 1. Explored. So I'm going to start, then I say I, because that's going to be my first noun, and I say I. Sorry, my neighbors are talking. Sorry. So I write I, and then what would be the correct auxiliary for this noun? It would be have, so I write I have, and then what would be the perfect tense verb for explore, or the perfect form of the verb explore? I have, and we have in there, well, we don't have it, you don't have it, but it's the same. I have explored. Okay, and then you just complement a haunted house. Okay? Let's make another example. For an example, I and then you. You have, again, because we are using have. See, I, you, we, they is with have. You have explored a field. Let's make another one. Let's make one with we. We have explored the space. Amazing, right? And then in the last one for have, we can write they. But instead of they, we could write something else. We can write the boys, they have explored a, I don't know, car. Okay? So all of those are the ones that you are going to do with have and the perfect form of explore. In this case, explore doesn't change. But when we make the example for the other ones, you will see how it changes. Now, you have to do explore with has. So you have she has explored, he has explored, it has explored, and then with had. I had explored, you had explored, we had explored, the boys had explored in the past tense. All of those sentences we're going to continue making. Okay, so you can stop the video if you want. I'm going to erase